What's going on, Vikings fans? Welcome to the Vikings Now by Chat Sports. My name is Patrick Siepman, and coming up on today's show, it's a good old mailbag where it's just me and you guys talking about our favorite football team, discussing the latest on the Minnesota Vikings. I love these shows that we do every single week. Haven't had a mailbag in a while, so very fired up to dive into it. And Purple Papa going to kick it off here, all caps with the question. I love that. Almost wanted to read this out, like me screaming at you guys, but I won't do that. But Patrick, can the Vikings win the NFC North, and will we have the number one defense? Can we win the NFC North? Abso-freaking-lutely. I think the division's wide open. I think the Lions losing Glenn, Ben Johnson, they should take a step back. I mean, this was a 15-win team last season, so them taking a step back might still be winning 11, 12 games. I think the Packers, a lot of their success this next season is going to come on the right arm of Jordan Love. If he has a massive year, I still think the Packers will be very good, but I don't love their personnel defensively. Don't love their offensive line, but they always pump out good offensive linemen every single year. And then the Bears, I'm not really buying into the Bears hype yet again. So, yeah, can they win it? Absolutely. And will they have the number one defense? I think it comes down to the secondary. It comes down to Isaiah Rodgers, Mekhi Blackmon, Theo Jackson. Can those guys have breakout seasons? But if they do, you got a great defensive line. You got a great linebacker room, which actually has sneaky good depth right now. It's just going to come down to the secondary. But can they win the North? Absolutely. Will we have the number one defense? Absolutely, Purple Papa. Antonio Bostic coming in with the next question. Hashtag Vikings. If J.J. McCarthy works out as a long-term quarterback, will Kwesi be looked at as a better GM than Spielman? Fantastic question here, Antonio. Better GM than Spielman? I think he would. I honestly think it's not just McCarthy. I think it's Dallas Turner, too. Like, if Turner ends up being a top 10 edge rusher and McCarthy ends up being a potential top 10 quarterback, and you're looking at that draft class where it's like the Vikings had the balls to trade up in the first round again after they already took McCarthy at 10 to go land Dallas Turner, that would be a big-time move, especially if it ends up working out. But, yeah, anytime you draft a franchise quarterback, especially since it's not like the Titans this year with Cam Ward, which was like the no-duh, no-brainer type of pick. Like, there were 6 quarterbacks taking the top 12, and if JJ ends up being like the best or second best out of all of those, I think we'll probably look at Kwesi better than Spielman. Now, I think Spielman right now, obviously a better drafter than Kwesi, but he's also nailed free agency. I mean, this Vikings team is probably as stacked as the 2017 team, and there's obviously Spielman as well. But, yeah, if McCarthy and Turner work out, I think 100%. Z Cool coming in with the next question. Hashtag Vikings. With Jones and Mason in the backfield, do you see KOC building the run game to allow JJ to settle in more as a QB versus having him throw 50 times a game? 100%. I think this offseason, the Vikings, their number one goal was, hey, we need to replicate what JJ McCarthy was at Michigan. And Michigan, now I'm not saying the Vikings are going to have the best run game in the league because Michigan, I mean, that year JJ was there. They had the best rushing attack in all of college football, but they want to make his life easier. They understand JJ's not the quarterback, and maybe he is, but at least as it stands right now, he's not the quarterback where it's like, hey, you want him dropping back, throwing it 35, 40 times a game. You want him playing off the run, playing a little more game manager-esque type football. So, yeah, I mean, you look at all the moves, like you bring in 3 new offensive linemen, and Donovan Jackson, Kelly, Will Fries. You're getting Darisaw back from injury. The offensive line should be a whole lot better. But, yeah, I think KOC, he knows that. He knows he's got to make McCarthy's life easier, and that starts with building him a very, very solid run game. Scholar, with Aaron Jones yelling. Love that. What is the number one thing you are watching week 1 versus the Bears? I'm going to stick with that. The run game, man. I cannot wait to see it. Like, obviously, I'm excited to watch J.J. McCarthy. Like, I cannot wait for that. But I think that's the no-brainer answer to this question. But I think I got to go the run game. Watching Will Fries, Ryan Kelly, Donovan Jackson, I'm intrigued to watch. Even like something like how many snaps does Dallas Turner get? Because I can already see it now. If Dallas Turner plays less than 50% of defensive snaps week 1, people are going to start freaking out. And maybe for right reason. But, yeah, watching a bunch of the young guys, but just that run game, man. Like, it would be awesome if JJ threw the ball 10 times and it's like JJ walks into Soldier Field, beats Caleb Williams. Caleb throws the ball 40 times. JJ throws it 10. But we're just dominating the game because of our defense and our run game. That's my dream scenario for week 1. is JJ throws the ball 10 times. I don't even want to, we shouldn't walk out of that game not even really having a real evaluation of McCarthy. That would be my dream. But speaking about week 1, cannot wait, man. Who you got in this Monday Night Football matchup, the NFC North showdown? JJ McCarthy back in his hometown. Give me a CHI for the dirty old Chicago Bears, or give me an MIN for the Minnesota Vikings. You guys let me know who you're rolling with. I'm obviously rolling with the Vikes. Not going to give you guys a score prediction just yet. I'll save that for my preview video that we'll have going out that Tuesday or Wednesday before that Monday night game. But who you got week 1? Let me know your thoughts down below. Now, we'll get to more questions here in a second. But first, I got to tell you guys about a new product we have here at Vikings Now by Chat Sports, and that's Factor Form. Now, start your day right with Daily Greens by Factor Form at factor75.com/VikingsChat to get 40% off plus free shipping on your first order. Now, I have tried green supplements in the past, and I swore I was never going to try them again until the first time I tried Factor Form's Daily Greens. Now, most of us dread drinking greens, but Factor Form changed the game. You actually crave your greens. As a sister brand to Factor Meals, Factor Form was designed to work hand in hand with your meals, making better nutrition effortless. Daily Greens is a greens powder by Factor Form you look forward to drinking. Just one scoop delivers 100% of your daily nutrients, filling nutrient gaps, supporting whole body health, and helping you feel your best. With a refreshing, citrusy, clean, and smooth taste that's actually enjoyable to drink, mix a single-serve pack in water, and you're good to go. My favorite part of Daily Greens by Factor Form is that in a blind taste test, Daily Greens ranked number 1 in taste, texture, and aroma, beating out the biggest names in the industry. So start your day right with Daily Greens by Factor Form at factor75.com/VikingsChat to get 40% off plus free shipping on your first order. That's factor75.com/VikingsChat for 40% off plus free shipping. Hit that link in the comments section and description of today's show, factor75.com/VikingsChat. Josh Dobbs in the building, the true passionaut. What's going on, man? Miss you. Saying if you could pick any QB to be on the Vikings, who would it be? Josh Dobbs, obviously. But no, in all seriousness, I was actually talking about this with Marshall Green yesterday. We were saying, what would you do to have like Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, or Josh Allen, or Mahomes be the quarterback of your favorite team? I would do a whole lot. Maybe it's just because I'm watching the quarterback series right now on Netflix, and I'm watching Joe Burrow, and I'm like, could you imagine if he was with the Minnesota Vikings? Now we're hoping J.J. McCarthy ends up being one of those guys, but I think we got 4 of the best quarterbacks that the game has ever seen playing right now, and thank the Lord the Vikings are not in the AFC, because if you had to deal with Burrow, Allen, Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, I mean, like Lamar Jackson last year didn't even win MVP, and he had 41 touchdowns and 4 picks, had a 120 QB rating. He had an unreal year. But if I had to pick any QB, I'm not going Mahomes. Just want to switch it up. I'd go Lamar Jackson. I would go Lamar over Burrow and Allen. I think Allen is better, and honestly, I think Burrow may be better than Lamar, but they're all on like the same tier. But just for the swagger and keep Lamar in purple, I would pick Action Jackson. Passmaster, what's going on, Brody? Haven't seen you in a long time. Also, $5 super chat. Appreciate you. I still feel like our secondary could use 1 or 2 more guys to shore it up. Justin Simmons, Asante Samuel Jr. What do you think? Any rumblings? Hashtag real one. No rumblings really on the Vikings making a move. Don't mean to burst your bubble there, but I think the Vikes are cool with how their secondary is shaking out right now. Like a Justin Simmons, I think would intrigue me more than Asante Samuel, just because the Vikings run 3 safety sets almost every single play on defense. And you're banking on a guy like Theo Jackson, who's never been a starter in the league, to play a massive role. So I would like a Justin Simmons signing. Asante Samuel would be cool, but apparently he's got a bad neck, shoulder issue going on. So out of those 2, give me Justin Simmons. But Passmaster, really appreciate you, man. Cohen B, what's going on, man? Hashtag Vikings. If Kirk Cousins had the same roster Sam Darnold had, how do you think we would have done? So playing the hypothetical, if Kirk was a quarterback last year for the Vikes, Kirk was coming off a torn Achilles. I still think we would have won 11, 12 games at least. I'm just trying to think of like specific games maybe the Vikes wouldn't have won with Kirk. Like maybe that Bears game, Darnold was making some big time throws in Chicago. Like I still think we would have beaten, like the Jets, Packers early on in the season, like the Niners, Texans, kind of spanked both those teams. Seattle is maybe a game we drop. Shout out to Crypto in the live chat. I'd probably say the Vikes still win 11, 12 games, but Kirk would probably be very successful. Maybe it's not 35 touchdowns, like 31, 32, but man, if you guys remember, Kirk Cousins that 2023 season before he tore his Achilles, he was hooping. So, yeah, I think it would have been pretty similar, but I think Darnold just has a natural bigger ceiling with, the style of play he has. Tommy Wood, #Vikings. No Darisaw for a few weeks. I think we won't miss a beat with our solid backups, or will we? We won't be the same. Now, will we miss a beat? I don't know. I am still stunned the Vikings won 9 straight games after Darisaw got hurt last year, and it was Cam Robinson filling in. Now, we picked up Justin School, which was a great pickup. Great swing tackle. He'll probably end up starting left tackle week 1 for the Bears if Darisaw can't go. Actually, he for sure will start week 1. But, man, yeah, if Darisaw's got to miss time, it's definitely going to stink because he is one of the best left tackles in the league. But I don't think this offense will, completely fall off a cliff because we saw it last year. Like, when you have a great offensive mind like KOC is, you can kind of work around it. So I'll kind of go yes and no. Like, yeah, we'll miss a beat, but it won't be like, the end of the world. But Tommy, shout out to you, man. We also got Brady then coming in. #Vikings. What do you think is more likely? Love this question. Jets 2,000-yard season or J.J. McCarthy 5,000-yard season? Jets, 100%, I think. Like, just for this next year, JJ's not throwing for 5,000. Like, how many yards would that be per game? 5,000 divided by 17. 294 a game. I mean, that's not, like, crazy, but that's still pretty nuts. But then Jets, like, if he goes 2,000 divided by 17, 117 yards per game, that's still a ton. Now, for Jets to hit that number, he'll probably need to have like a 250-yard game mixed in there. That's a great question. I would probably say Jefferson getting 2,000 is a little more likely. Honestly, I think neither of these have a chance because the Vikings will be a run-first team next season, at least hopefully. But, yeah, I'd probably go Jefferson 2,000 over JJ 5,000. Do want to give a shout-out to all the real ones for watching today's whole show. And if you guys made it to the end, hit me with a skull down below in the comments section. Also, hit me up on Twitter @PatSeeps. We'll see you guys next time. As always, Skol Vikes.